This week on the Unqualified Gamers Podcast, the boys go over Black Ops 6 release, Phasmophobia finally released on consoles, and Fast Food Simulator. Welcome to nope, that's
Stop
wrong.
saying fucking welcome. Don't say
Wow, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Episode 90.
Welcome.
Hey, this is Kai's episode.
Welcome.
KaiserKai90.
my episode.
90. Oh yeah. Threw me off there.
This is mine. That's what we should have titled it, huh?
We should have just named it Kai's
Go
episode.
change the title.
You should have called it KaiserKai and then space episode 90. See?
Yeah, just episode Kai.
Yeah.
Episode
Something
Kai.
like
know
that.
you know.
Don't change it. Leave it alone.
I'm not doing anything. I'm getting my muted tabs
you're
open.
looking around
No,
like
no,
I'm getting
you're
my
fucking
muted
with things.
I'm getting my muted tabs ready so I don't get fucking yelled at.
It's probably, you know what? That's for the best.
Oh, he's
Honestly.
look at him. Look at him. Episode plugging in his phone. It's already going.
Hi, my name's Cece. I'm a dickhead.
Yeah, that's right.
That sounded just like him.
It really did sound just like me.
A lot of many years.
Am I at your house right now?
It's 90 episodes of practice. Say
Am I
again.
at your house right now?
Yeah, he's over in the CC suite out there.
Looks
Have
just
you
like
actually started your recording yet?
yeah, dude. We're recording. I believe. Hold on, let me
well,
check. Yeah, we're
Well,
recording.
then do your intro.
I said episode 90. Here we
You
go.
said welcome. You
changed
butchered
that
it again.
Oh, I fucked it up. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna
You
fuck
did.
it up
Go-
now
go.
because I never think about it, and now I think about it. So I'm gonna fuck it up every time.
Stop
I'm
thinking about it.
I'm an idiot.
All right. Well, while you figure out
That's
how
true.
you do that,
Dude,
I'm
we're
gonna grab
already-
a drink before we really start this.
We're already started.
We already started.
We're-
What are you
we're-
talking about? We're
we're-
really started.
We're 15
We're really
minutes in,
started?
bro. Go ahead, go get a drink.
don't-
You're good. Me and
All
Kai
right,
got
all
this.
right.
Me and Kai got this.
You got
It's-
this. You got this.
it's okay.
Isn't
It's
his
okay.
fridge like
Kind of.
half a step away? It was,
Yeah,
I
it's-
thought it was
it's
right
not-
there below his desk.
It's not
He moved
far.
it. He moved it. It's a different fridge.
It's
Whatever.
a different fridge.
fine.
It's okay. I don't even know without the list yet, bro. So
How
There
have
we
you
go.
not?
I have
This
the
is the
list.
most. We're 90 episodes in, and we're this disorganized. Someone has to get a drink.
No,
Someone
we're-
hasn't looked at the list. I can hear ice being put into a cup.
Hey, man.
What is
Like,
happening?
listen, it's okay. We're good. We're
Oh,
good.
maybe
We
not
got
ice.
this.
I guess I just heard the can roll down.
I
don't
could.
know. Who knows?
I could order some DoorDash, start eating on stream if that would make you feel
Fucking-
better.
Might as well. Remember the food I had right before?
We can
Right
turn
here.
this into a
I should've
mukbang.
saved it so that way I could eat
To
it
a
now.
mukbang.
100%. We could turn this shit into a mukbang.
Don't.
Dude, I'm down. I'm hungry, so probably
You're
going to
always
Buffalo
hungry.
Probably going to Buffalo Wild Wings after this, just so
They're
everybody's.
not. Their quality has.
It
dropped.
has
Now,
ever since Arby's bought them. They have dropped. It has dropped.
You know who has good wings? You ever
Wingstop?
been to Glory Days?
No. No, it's probably
Glory
not.
Days has really good.
It's probably not
really
around
good
here.
food.
In
I don't know.
Iowa.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Probably not.
There is a place in St. Pete called 4th Street Pizza.
I would
they
guess
have
that's.
amazing wings,
I would
like-
guess that's probably just there. Just there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's only in St. Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds-
4th
that
Street,
sounds
since
about
they're
right.
on 4th Street. I don't think they're going to put 4th Street up in Iowa.
Yeah. We do have.
They might.
We do have.
Amazing
We do
wings.
have 4th
Amazing.
Streets here,
You
though.
ever
We
visit
have.
Tampa/St. Pete? Go to 4th Street Pizzeria. The
So
wings
there was
they
a
crispy outside, so good.
TikTok that I watched recently that apparently 2nd Street is the most popular name for a street in a city,
Yeah.
and it's not
Because-
First
Because first
is
gets turned.
actually
It gets turned into Maine a lot of times.
right. So
Yeah.
Main is 3rd, and
What's
3rd is
the-
2nd.
What is it? MLK Boulevard has become like one of the most
Has it? I don't
changed
know.
streets or
I
whatever.
mean, MLK, that street. Chris Rock
It's like-
did an awesome thing about that. He's just like, if it doesn't matter what city you're in, if you tell your friends you're near MLK, they're telling you to run. They're telling you to not be there.
I used to live off of
And-
MLK.
I live down the street from an MLK out in like the ghetto, and yeah, you didn't really want to be down there. It wasn't all that nice.
I mean, the trailer park I lived in by MLK wasn't that bad of an area, but the MLK in Florida, there's one up in like Suwannee County.
Mhm.
It's not a
was-
bad area either.
I was just gonna call you. I was gonna say, yeah, I'm not surprised you live in a trailer park, but I lived in a trailer park too. So, with my
Okay,
dad,
first of all,
my dad
little
lived in
fucked
a
up.
trailer park.
that's-
I
my dad
fucking
did
loved
too,
it.
yeah.
I loved
Well,
it, man. It was great.
So both my parents.
There
moved
was
a
like
lot. My
a ton.
mom-
There was a ton of
uh,
kids in the trailer park. We all played and shit.
Oh yeah, well that was the one thing I liked about Stonegate Trailer Park where I grew up.
They had a big
That trailer
park.
park had a lot. We had two parks. There was one like right behind my house, but it was the small park, and then we
Mhm.
had the big park over by my friend James. and we'd all gather there and play like football and stuff like that. And then
I did
my
one
mom
of the
lived in a trailer park in Potterville, and we used to go rollerblading around that thing. It was giant.
I did one of the coolest things I ever done in my life in a trailer park. I was on my dad's Harley, and I drove it into the back of the shed. He was not real happy.
So what are you telling us, that you peaked at the age of like 7 and it's been downhill since?
No, I think I was like, I was over the age of 10. I think I was 11 or 12.
Okay, so you peaked at 12 and it's
And
been
I was
downhill
like,
since?
dude, I can do this, Dad. He's like, don't hit the fucking shed. And I hit the bump.
Straight into the back of it.
I hit the bump
Right in
and
the back
it
of it.
fucking, ripped that. Oh yeah, he was,
Did
he
you
was
pop a wheelie?
not. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I hit the fucking,
Throttle.
there was
You
a,
clutch?
no, there was a, I couldn't reach it. There was a, like a railroad tie in front of the thing.
Oh.
Like as a
Oh.
ramp. And I hit the
Yeah.
motherfucker, and the front end just popped up. And then as that happened, I pulled the throttle back.
So you
he
could
wasn't
not do it.
he wasn't like super mad
He
at
was
me.
more upset at himself for thinking that you were ready.
Yeah,
So I went snowmobiling one time.
was not happy.
And the way that the snowmobiles worked is that the throttle was kind of like a brake handle, where the tighter you squeezed it, the more you accelerated.
That's weird.
And then you would
The
just
fuck
let
kind
go.
of crazy ass.
I
shit
don't
is
know,
that?
but I
Probably
was
gotta
out
be like a
there.
quad where there's the
This is the California snowmobiles, ladies and gentlemen. California.
apparently.
it has like a smog test
But-
on it and everything.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the person that I was with, when she got went over a little bump, she freaked out and then just gripped and then just took off. And of course, it flipped and she ended up in like a ditch somewhere. And anything bad that could happen happened to this girl on this trip. It was horrible. Like there's these little
least it was
bridges you had to go
snow.
across, which
Mm.
had like the raised area for like the front tracks, and then it had like a divot for the
Right,
the,
for the
the
track,
tread in the
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
So every single one of them, at least part of the snowmobile went off the side. She went over with it one time. It was like maybe like a 4-foot drop into like real fresh powder. But
I don't want to know what
yeah.
she's like behind the wheel of a car. I don't.
Anybody that's spent time on a snowmobile knows that you just have bad fucking days sometimes. Yeah, it happens. My dad almost
snow, so you're all
my
right.
dad almost hit a deer. We were on ice. I was behind him, and
Okay, being in Iowa,
there was a deer
I
running
don't-
across the fucking ice. It looked like it was gonna hit him, and I'm screaming at him, but he couldn't hear me because of the fucking snowmobiles, and it went right behind him, right in front of me. I thought he was dead, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Other than that, I thought my dad
CC
was
has
dead.
cool
like
because it was
gangs of deer
snowing?
up there.
What's that?
Was it
CC
cool
has
because it was
gangs of
snowing?
deer. Oh, you.
No, it was really cold out because it was just ice everywhere.
Right, so it was cool.
Yeah, but yeah, it was cool because of the
So
ice.
Phasmo's coming to
Dad-
console,
dad-
huh?
Dad joke. Bad dad. Yeah.
Guy,
No,
you
no,
need
it's-
you need to work on your dad jokes, okay? Like,
I don't need to work on them. You need to understand them. I'm not talking fast. You're just listening slow.
okay.
Yeah, we talked about Phasmo coming to console already, but it's now been confirmed. 10/29. It's going to be
So yeah, in a couple days.
So it is going to
Yeah.
be there when Halloween hits.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Very
that's
cool,
gonna
very
be nice.
cool.
And last year they had a Halloween event. I haven't heard anything about a Halloween event this year. Like you had to go to campground and find a certain list. And
as boring as that game is, I wouldn't mind doing like a night where we did that because like on
Right.
Halloween, be kind of cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I always like to do scary shit on Halloween. This year I'm trying to
will
watch
be
said
the
we
passing
Terror
out
record on-
candy.
we record
Terrorize
on
Us.
Halloween next year or next
This
week.
year. Oh, we do.
This year, next week. Yeah,
Do
It's
we?
next Thursday. yeah.
Oh,
We'll talk about it after. We may have to adjust our.
yeah. We might have to adjust that a little bit. So the area that I live in, there's actually like a 1-hour window where everyone goes trick or treating. That's
Right.
pretty much like a sanctioned time.
Yeah,
But
most
it's at, like,
towns
6 or something. Right?
most towns kind of have that. Yeah, we start
well, I
recording
mean,
at
if-
5:30 his time.
Yeah, same. 5:30 my time. as
Yeah,
well.
so
Yeah,
well,
so
the
you're
only-
the outlier.
we'll tackle that out. We'll tackle
Yeah, it's
that
easy.
later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later.
Off air.
I was about to say
so-
we could play some Phasmo after, but probably not.
So Zeus was
Trick-or-treaters.
talking. Me and Zeus were talking about going to a gaming convention called
Yeah.
Torg, right? Remember us talking
Yeah.
about that? Zeus is still going, I believe.
I'm going. Our hotel is booked. Our tickets are there. I got puppy sitter to come over and hang out with the dogs for 2.5 days. We're going.
Yeah.
CC bitched out.
Well, I when he told me about it, I got on the website and was looking at it, and I filled out to be a to get information about having a booth, right? They called me
Oh, yeah.
yesterday. They called me yesterday, and we're like, "Hey, I know it's short notice, but we had somebody drop out. There's an open booth. 175
yes.
bucks.
Ooh.
Honestly, dude, if I had shirts made, like, or something, I would have done it. Like, I would have just
So what
fucking
he's
made it
saying
happen.
is that hanging out with me.
When is it?
It's
next
Saturday.
weekend.
Next Saturday.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, there's
but what
just
he's
there's
saying is
nothing I
that-
can throw together in time.
Yeah, he's saying that now that the booth is available and it would cost him more money to go to this thing, now he
Yeah.
has it. But when it was just
Dude.
me wanting to hang out with him and do something,
Dude, it's for the
and maybe-
podcast, bro. It's for the
Didn't he-
podcast.
Didn't he skip it last time? Like, weren't you guys supposed to have like a weekend or
Yeah.
something?
I'm
He
telling you,
skipped
man,
the weekend.
every single time, I still, like, even today, I was talking to him. I have gifts for him sitting in the guest room, and I'm like, "Are you
Yeah.
ever going to come pick these up, or do I have to actually
Gonna melt.
deliver them to you?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the last time he had something for me, I literally had to drive my ass across the country to pick
You know,
it up.
CC, you could have talked to Chelsea because she would have, I'm sure, made some stuff, like some koozies, some shirts.
He
some
doesn't
stickers.
think ahead about this shit. It's like,
Well, see that, but then she would have had to go out and buy like 20, 30 shirts, make them, and ship them to me before I left for, Columbus, Ohio.
or hear me out, she could have
Ship them
come
to
with
where?
us.
Ooh,
she could have came with us.
She could have.
But-
You guys
Having
could have
a
recorded
female
that, huh?
there,
Just
like, a deep V cut shirt. We're
Hey,
good.
hey,
Like
for-
all of a sudden, everyone's there.
for the record, we are gonna have a booth there next year, Torg in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, around this same
Oh, it's in
time.
Ohio.
Yeah, Kai, if you don't want to make it, I completely understand. I'm not gonna
It's
hold it against
Ohio.
you. Yeah, but
What's wrong with Ohio?
she said
I'm from Michigan. It's an automatic rivalry.
she's yeah. Well, I mean,
Okay.
oh yeah, I see. We Ohio fuck the Buckeyes, but anyway,
Yeah.
the booth is 175. There's like 100 fucking booths, and there's like 10,000 people that are gonna show up. Between 8 and 10,000 people, she said, typically show up. So it's pretty big. Think it would be a big deal for the podcast, especially with only $175 price tag on it.
Just go and wear your own shirt.
Well, yeah, but that's what Zeus is going to wear his shirt. But
No, not anymore. I am not associating myself with you while I'm there this time. You've left me out to dry. No, I'm not doing it.
What about me? I've never left you out to dry.
Yeah, Kai didn't
right,
do anything.
I-
Why
I
are you
will-
punishing Kai?
Thank you.
I'm not
Is it
gonna
'cause
fine,
he's
I
from
will wear half
Michigan?
the shirt.
Okay,
I
deal.
will wear half the shirt.
Wear half the shirt. But yeah,
It'll
so
just
that,
say it'll just say unqual pa, and that's it.
anybody
Unqual
that
pa.
shows up to this show, this is the one time I'm saying this. Anybody that shows up to this show and says that what's the word? Let's make up a word that they can tell us on the pod. They can tell us in person next year. We'll give them something
Kofifi?
cool free.
Why don't we figure that out next
No,
year?
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
seriously,
Now,
man. Like,
now the early birds get it. The early people that have been listening for this long, if they show up at this thing and meet
You
us
think
there,
a year
they get
from now
something
they're going to
cool.
remember what the word
They
is?
fucking
God,
might.
He
They
doesn't
fucking
want us
might.
to plan a celebration for like the kids and the families and everything next week. But he's like, next year I want them to remember this word. It's come on, Cece.
I don't want to hang out, do anything. What are you talking about?
I
Next
know.
year.
You hate
I'm going to
everyone.
have to ask both of you to calm down, okay? I
Thank
need to
you.
separate you, put you in your corners.
Let's see.
Huh.
Okay, you took Deadpool. Say Deadpool, and you get something. I'll give you some stickers or something
Next year.
at the
I hope.
con next
Look,
year.
I'm not going to remember that.
Deadpool.
I'm not
don't
going to
forget.
remember it. Someone's going to come up and say Deadpool, and we'll be like,
And
Yep.
Wolverine?
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys.
2
guys,
12?
character.
I'm
Love
gonna
that
go. I'm
character.
gonna go to the bathroom. Guys, gonna be like 5 people came up and just kept saying Deadpool, and then I said okay, and they just walked away. We're like, okay, that's cool, man. That's good.
You're not even going to remember. You don't remember what you
I
had
will.
for breakfast. You think you're
I
gonna
will remember,
Deadpool next
dude.
year?
You didn't remember to buy an Airbnb
I've
for your
worked-
trip down to Texas.
I've worked through my concussions, guys. We've beat CTE.
hasn't.
Okay, we've beat
He
them. We
hasn't.
beat CTE.
He hasn't.
No.
All right. So, Blindfire. What is
Yes.
what is our stream named after? I have not heard anything about Blindfire.
So this is actually a pretty sweet looking game. It's like a new FPS, multiplayer FPS.
Is it on Steam or where's it at?
It's on. It is on Steam. It's $8.99 on Steam. It's
Okay.
also on Xbox in the Microsoft Store.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if it's in the Microsoft Store on PC as well or not. I didn't look there, but I guess they did kind of like a quiet release of this game without anybody really knowing. And you can get early access right now, so you can get the game early access. So I guess it's technically not a.
So
actual release yet.
I've seen this. I want to say
Yeah.
I've seen Shroud play this.
Have you? I don't know. It looks pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
So it's called Blindfire because you're basically in an arena that has no light. And as the game continues, the walls that are like glow in the dark, they become more visible.
Okay.
So the glow in the dark walls start getting brighter.
This sounds like a horrible game to play on stream. I mean, I have a hard enough time doing a night raid on Tarkov. My stream
Well, I
can't
mean,
see anything. Could you imagine
it'll be
this?
fun. You have to use your sound
It
and all that good stuff. Like
it
you hear shooting, you run over there.
it looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie,
It does look sweet. Like go
It's
just go
like
look at the
it's an arena. It's an arena shooter.
gameplay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
But they've got like a bunch of tricks on it. So they've got like shadows, mannequins, spotlights,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So as you're playing, you're gonna see those things.
Glow in
and
the
think
dark
it's
paint
another
and shit like
person.
that.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool.
you
Looking.
start shooting up. It does. I think I'm gonna get it. I do.
It's only $9.
I mean, I've been
You
looking
can't
for
go wrong.
another
For
thing to
$9.
play while Casey's not on because
I
he always leaves me high and dry.
I bought
Goes
a
to bed
new
early.
I bought a new game this week. It's called A Quiet Place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the
Yeah.
things. On it.
Is it on the list? Okay, so
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much for it except it uses your mic.
yeah, I can't. There's no settings to make it choose my mic. First of all, I don't think it works yet. As far, I mean, I'm only an hour and a half, 2 hours into the game.
Maybe it just picks your default mic for your.
I don't know, but I'm trying to get these fucking things to come because I'm yelling and
Hey, dude,
shit.
he was screaming in there. Him and Chain
Yeah.
were going at it, and nothing's jumping out. So I don't think it's working.
Okay,
So
disregard.
yeah,
And
I
the
don't know.
visual glitches were horrible too.
Yeah, I reset the game. So I put it to 250 frames or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it started doing that. It may just be my graphics card can't handle that many frames with that game. I don't know, but I put it down to like 90 and it was fine. But
It's
I
almost like
reset
you
the game.
reviewing games that you have like an unqualified graphics card for, and say that
Yeah.
it's a crappy game because
I'm not saying it's a crappy game. I've never said any game is crappy
not-
because of my graphics
I'm not
card.
talking about. Okay, you've never.
Yeah,
said
yeah,
any game
that's-
is crappy? Come on.
Not because of my
Come on.
graphics card, bro.
God.
Come on.
Jesus Christ.
Come on.
But yeah,
This
it's
guy.
kind of cool. It's you walk around really slowly, obviously. Use common
Are you telling
sense
me you
to
have to
find
like
shit.
be quiet or something?
Yeah, you have to be quiet.
Oh,
but-
weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
did
gonna
not
get
see that
into it.
coming.
I'm gonna get into it more. Another game. I don't know if it's on here. But the card game is that on the list?
No.
The TCG card shop.
We talked about
No.
that like a month ago.
Talk about it a couple. Yeah, we did. A couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay, well, I was excited. I got my first
The
ghost
simulator?
card. I was
The
just
card
gonna tell
simulator?
everybody I got my first ghost
Yeah.
card, so y'all can kiss my ass. I was
Well, then-
excited.
Did you remember to pay your bills this time or?
Yeah, I paid my bills. Yeah, my bills are paid.
Okay.
Did you?
I feel like
did
they're coming
you-
out with a lot of simulator games.
They are. Well, this is
So
this is
this
very
one-
similar. It's got to be made by the same people as the.
I think
that-
so. I
the
talked
grocery
about
store.
someone with this, and I think they use the same assets.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think so too.
the Unreal 5, Unreal 4, whatever. They use the same exact assets for it.
Yeah,
And I mean, it's easy enough, right? You just kind of create your own little cover art for something, and instead of it being a box of crackers, it's the logo for the game or whatever.
yeah.
It is a lot of fun. I mean, I should be getting a kickback at this point for the number of people I've gotten into this game. Like, they should be sponsoring me to play this. I'm pretty sure I've gotten like 20 or 30 people to buy this game. Since
You
I
go to
started playing it.
300, we'll give you a deal. I'll start paying you. All right.
I can do it.
300
Like,
what?
you don't understand how addicting this game is.
Oh, it's
I
fucking
believe
addicting.
well, it's like played up, but
No,
It's
like
fun.
so.
the game.
Did you ever
simulator
play
games.
any like trading card games when you were younger, like Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, anything like that?
I played Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember like opening the boosters and like the high you would get like as you were opening and going through and seeing if you actually got something worth, like one of those chase cards?
Oh yeah, I remember getting a holographic Japanese card in Pokemon.
Right. So now you can do that with this game without actually having to spend your money. So you can spend tens or hundreds of thousands on boosters and then open those cards up one at a time.
I spent
then
over
you can sell
1,000
'em or-
on 10 boxes the other night. Opened them all up outside in the street, and did not get shit for fucking good cards.
Outside of
You also didn't get
that was your
robbed
problem.
though, which is another nice thing
That
about
is
that
true.
game.
That is true. Yeah, the police.
That helps.
Hey,
Yeah.
The police
Pay
are
your
on top
bills,
of
kids.
it at that job or at that
Well,
game.
So speaking of simulator games, there is another simulator game coming out, or it is out. It's called Fast Food Simulator. So CC can go back to his first job and see if he's any better.
I've never worked fast food before.
What? I'm surprised.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah,
surprising.
you seem like you seem like a fry kind of guy.
You definitely, yeah.
I fucking love fries. I do.
He looks like a BK kind of worker. is what
I
he
do. You know
reminds me of.
what? If I gotta pick one fucking fast food restaurant, it is the BK Lounge. Okay,
Why am I not surprised?
I'm a fucking.
That is only
I'm a
because
Whopper guy. I'm a Whopper
That
guy.
is only because you
You
never
look like a Whopper
realized
guy.
how great it would be to work at In-N-Out.
Dude, I would.
Mm.
In-N-Out was fucking good. I'll admit that. It was fucking awesome, and if we had it up here, I would eat it more. But Burger King is the king up here. But yeah, I worked at a gas station.
That doesn't surprise me either.
But in the interview, I put. I'll never forget this. I put down $7.25 is what I wanted for my wage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they said we don't start our employees off at minimum wage around here. We're way better than that. Dude's dead serious. We start you off at $7.50. That's what we pay. We pay our employees above what's absolutely necessary. So you're gonna make a little more. I'm like,
my first job was $6.75. Wow. All right, so
was the minimum wage that low?
Mine was like 5 something. But I
God,
started working when I was like 14.
It can't be.
You know,
well, okay, yeah. I worked when I was 14. I laid sod, okay, and then mowed yards. So,
but was that? That was all under the table, right? That was
no. My stepdad at the time owned a lawn care business, and I worked for him for $10 an hour.
Was that on the books or off the books?
It was cash, yeah.
Under the table,
yeah.
I worked at a grocery store.
Yeah,
worked a ton of those. But no, as far as like first actual job right out of high school, I worked at a DVD store called Suncoast. And it was kind of like the Hot Topic or like Spencer's of the DVD stores.
Your first job was after high school?
Yeah, because I wasn't allowed to do the other stuff. I was always helping my dad with whatever projects he was doing.
Business. What did you get paid to be a gator wrangler when you first moved to Florida? What was that pay like?
I think it depended on the gator. So if I was if it was like tags versus relocations, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Like tagging and bagging, relocating. Yeah, so it all just depends on.
Have you snuck one onto your property yet?
Not yet. Okay. I'm waiting. Once we build like a second section of fence, I think if I sneak one in and just dig a little hole for water, yeah, I think she won't notice.
Yeah,
build a little hut.
Because like if I come, shouldn't, right? She's out there still hanging out with the new baby, and you know now is the time to do it when she's distracted.
Dude, listen, Kai's wife is not a fucking punk, dude. She fucking dug a hole and fixed the fucking. The water line, yeah, dude. She's a fucking.
The night of the hurricane, or the night before the hurricane, she wanted to try and strap down the fence we have outside for the dog or the cage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she wanted to put some straps on it. So she obviously had to put something into the ground for it to strap to,
like a stake. Yeah.
Yeah. So as she's trying to put this thing in the ground, right into the fucking irrigation line, I'm like, I'm like, why are you so close to the cage? Like it's like this far off of the cage. I'm like,
right. It should be like 3 feet.
Just go out a little bit.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's not like you're really gonna know unless you laid the irrigation.
But Kai is such an asshole husband. He just watched her fucking dig a hole and fix it.
I would too, dude.
And he recorded it on his phone.
I recorded it. I didn't get there until after she was already like digging a hole. I was like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "I put this in and I hit the." So she dug it out and all that good stuff. I had to go get the glue and stuff and
right. And she spilled the glue.
Pipe for her, but
she spilled the glue, right?
I mean. She did all over herself.
Yeah.
She was like, it kind of burns. I'm like, well, don't spill glue on yourself.
Yeah. It's good shit.
Did you ever actually, as an adult, think you'd have to say that to another adult? Like, I understand saying it to like a 6-year-old, like, hey, don't eat the paste.
Hey,
right.
But
I'm on Kai's wife's side here because she's a beast. She fucking fixed it.
Well, this is what happened with that though. Is we couldn't get the can open because obviously a lot of times with the PVC glue is when it gets around the lid. Then when you close it kind of seals. Obviously, so I had to go get a wrench to open the top, and I got it open. So she needed me to open it. So I opened it, brought it over to her open. Then she took it and tried to shake it, and it just. I was like, did we not just talk about opening this thing? Like, why are you trying to shake it?
Hey,
great times.
This is the woman that washes chickens. This is the woman that washes chickens in the fucking house. While Kai's recording the podcast. Chickens
in the house, yeah.
While Kai's recording the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, washing them isn't like giving them a bath or washing them to like pluck them and eat them?
Nope. They were dirty.
Okay.
Live chicken.
Mm-hmm. We have a clip somewhere on TikTok.
Yeah. You fucking. She walked by with a live chicken. She just gave a bath to.
Yep.
Yeah.
She did it to like I'm like they're outside. They do their dust baths. I don't know why we're bringing them inside to give them baths.
Hey,
here we are.
I'm all for it, man. I love it. We should probably get to this list though, guys. Quit fucking around, you know.
Well, we hit a couple topics, but
it's okay.
But yeah, I will say keep going with Fast Food Simulator.
I mean, there's not really a lot to talk about. I mean, it looks kind of like a mix between a high school cafeteria and like a fast food restaurant. So the screen will pop up and tell you like how many squirts of ketchup they need. It'll just have like a ketchup bottle times 3. And then you're like, oh, I need to put 3 squirts of
So
ketchup
is
on
it
this guy's
going
burger.
to be like a first-person type thing then?
Yeah.
So you're
Mhm.
actually okay.
Yeah, it'll be first
I don't-
person.
It's coming soon. So
I mean, it was bound to happen. I mean, we have, pressure washer simulator and gardening sim and all these other things. All of the mundane jobs are just becoming sims, and now you're
It'll be
paying
funny when you
money
get
to do
there's
these
a
jobs.
like,
demo available
in high
for free
school
right
come out.
now on Steam if anybody wants to check it out.
a demo. Nice.
Yeah, the demo is available now as we
I mean,
speak,
how many
so.
people are going to come into like McDonald's requesting like $15 an hour because they have the practice?
I mean,
Can I point out?
I think
I
that's
listen,
what
this
they
is a
were
real
saying.
thing, by the way.
I'm not talking
I
about
was say there's a real thing that fast food workers are making $25 an hour in California. So
Yeah, I'm not talking about Cali. I'm talking about like the normal United States.
Around here, they always like the signs on the door say like they pay like $14 or $15 an hour.
I think it depends on what position you're getting to, like managers and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I know
versus
managers
crew
make.
and-
I think managers make around 20 an hour here. But
I don't.
yeah, like
I mean,
said,
I don't know. I don't know what
yeah.
the wages are up to now, but
Yeah, I don't know.
they also have a lot of those little bot things that you can just go take your order on. They have less cashiers. A lot of McDonald's I've seen have like maybe one cashier that floats between like prep and cash.
well,
and then
yeah,
they have
it
the
was
machine
it
that's
was
right-
again
yeah.
going to happen if you're
Yeah.
going to make people pay, 8 times the amount per individual employee. You're just going to automate this shit.
No
Yeah.
shit.
And there's no HR complaints from a robot. It's just
Fucking right.
like,
You don't know that.
He
show me on the doll where he touched you, and it's just
IT
like
could be getting the script.
He
You don't
could
know.
be getting this script.
JavaScript appears in the
Hey,
IT network.
this
and you have
dude
no
wiped
idea.
me down way too long with a fucking wash rag last night, man. I swear to God.
Yeah.
He was hitting my buttons weirdly. I know. I felt it. So,
I mean, AI is doing amazing things, like creating its own games now.
Yeah.
Is that
the Tales
AI?
games.
Tails
Okay.
AI.
Is-
Well, that's not even. Yeah, that's like it's not a game in itself. I don't think it's considered a game in itself.
Is it like one of
creates
the Telltale games?
No. This is like you tell Tails AI a type of game you want to make, like in space first person shooter, and it creates the game for you.
Oh, so this is how Pal World was created.
Probably, yeah. Pokemon with guns, and then it was like Pal World. Yeah, but they say that the more people that use Tails AI, the more information it gathers, and then the better it becomes.
It looks
So- I
can
pretty
see that.
legit. It looks like it's for phone games, though.
Well, it's got to be
it's gonna
basic
start
to
off kinda-
start.
Yeah.
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 I just said it, CC. It's got to.
Oh, I didn't hear
The
you say it was
more
for
people
phone
that
games.
use it, the better. Yeah, you didn't hear me because you were too focused on
All right, here. Let's talk about something that CC will actually listen to. Black Ops 6.
Black Ops 6
Black Ops 6.
No more riot shields.
Good.
when the game launches. It's not a guaranteed for everything.
Good.
God, I hope they're just gone forever.
I hope so too. Riot shields are the stupidest fucking thing.
Go ahead, CC.
I
Yeah,
enjoy
I-
I enjoy riot shields when you're ratting. Let's see here. So you can actually play it right now if you say you're in New Zealand, if you change your shit to New Zealand, but it actually comes out tomorrow. Whether I buy it or not pretty much depends on if I'm doing something tomorrow, I won't buy it. If I'm sitting at home, I probably will buy it. I do enjoy the gun skin grind. I really enjoy that. It always makes my KD look terrible in multiplayer because I'll have like a 0.8 KD because all I care about is getting the gun skins.
What are you gonna play it on?
PC.
Okay, and how are you gonna do the skin grind? Are you gonna do it on multiplayer?
Yeah.
It's
So-
the only real way to do it on multi.
Yeah.
Well, here's some things that might deter you from buying it. So you're gonna buy the game, $70, right?
Yeah.
So-
Well, okay. Also, it's available on Xbox Game Pass day one. So I could
Correct.
just get the Game Pass for a month, play it, and then when Warzone comes back, I can cancel it. So it could be like $20 instead of 70. But yeah.
Okay, you think that, but what I'm saying is you pay $70 for the game,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yep.
In order to play zombies or multiplayer / campaign, you will have to have a subscription. And that can either be through the Xbox or PlayStation Game Passes, or if you're on PC, you have to buy a separate Game Pass. And the PC Game Pass will not work through Battle.net. So if you buy it on Battle.net, you have to get a Game Pass, like a subscription, in order to play zombies or multiplayer.
Okay. In order to play multiplayer or zombies,
Correct.
you have to pay more than $70.
Correct. Yes.
Are you sure on this? Because this doesn't make any
Yes,
sense.
I looked this up online. I checked it online last night. Like I actually was like, I don't know if this is true or not. I looked it up online, and they have even more. They have another thing too, which is, audio, right?
So the immersive audio
I've heard this
yes,
is actually $20 flat.
for
For
5
5
years.
years.
For 5
For 5
years.
years.
you can get a I think you get it for free for like the first little bit or whatever, but as soon as that runs out, you have to start paying for it. So you can get like a month or something for free, and then you start paying the $5 or $20 for 5 years, which is insane to think that you need to have a better audio pack to get better audio.
So I guess they
Instead of
like
just-
map out your ear, and they're like customizing your audio experience for each player. I
But
don't
it
know how
doesn't make
that's.
sense that they can map out your ear
Yeah, I have
with
no idea how
different
that's going
headsets.
to
It
work.
doesn't make any sense. Like if it was the in-zone earbuds that we talked about, where it legit maps your ears. I mean, that's just a headphone in itself.
Kai, I'm
All this
not
is supposed to do is give you
saying.
better audio.
Yeah, and you know what? Whatever. Like that's stupid as fuck. Because I did hear that that doesn't even come if you buy the Vault Edition, which is $100. Stupid as fuck. I agree with that. I don't think that'll last. Maybe it will. I don't know. But I need to know, where are you seeing this? I've
I'll
not
have
found
to-
anything about the multiplayer and zombies. Because what's the point in buying the game then? You get the campaign.
No, well, in order to play the campaign, you're supposed to have to pay for it too.
Yeah, I don't.
So here's the thing, like,
think you got your information from a bad spot.
I
I got it from Activision support.
Oof.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. But yeah, Activision support talks about it.
So to Cece's thing, that does not sound like a normal thing. Normally, it's you buy the game, and that includes zombie and multi, and that's the only reason that people buy it, because they play the
And-
campaign once.
And
Cool.
campaign, yeah.
But on the other side, it makes 100% sense that Activision is trying to nickel and dime people, because no one cares anymore. Like they've kind of ruined the Black Ops name. Black Ops 4 was absolute fucking trash. 3 wasn't that great either. Cold War, I guess the campaign was okay. But like I haven't heard anyone raving about a Black Ops storyline or campaign in a long fucking time. The only reason people buy these things is for multi and zombies, and if that is going to be the extra, well, that's going to be the extra. I think they kind of took a page out of Tarkov's book and say, "Oh, okay, fine. Here's the game, but if you want arena, if you want single player Tarkov, if you want all of these add-ons, yeah, you're going to have to pay us more money because they're not part of the game." And again, as we talked about before, you're only buying a license.
Okay. So what I'm getting is, if you are a PC player, okay, and you have the Game Pass, you have to have the Game Pass Ultimate in order to play. But I think if you get it through Steam, there's no additional costs.
It won't work through Battle.net. So I don't know. I think you have to buy something via, like, if you go through Battle.net, it says that it won't work through Battle.net, your PC pass. So you'll have to, more than likely, my guess is if you get it through Steam or Battle.net, you'll have to get something within the game in order to get it, the subscription.
I'm not seeing anything like that, but I mean, if that's the case, then I definitely won't get it.
You'll get it.
I won't.
I'm not a fanboy
I'm
for
not
Activision,
paying.
and every time they want to bend you over and give you that COD weenie, you're just like,
says-
God, I need more.
It says for Game Pass Council subscribers, a Game Pass Core subscription is required to access online game modes, multiplayer, and zombies.
Yes.
Subscriptions must be active in order to play.
Yes, that's on console or on.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that what it's saying is, like, let's say that you go to the store and you buy an Xbox, okay? And you buy Black Ops, right? You have to have Xbox Live in order to play that on there. Like Fortnite, you don't need Xbox Live. There's some games you don't need Xbox Live, like Roblox, you don't need Xbox Live to play that. So I think that's what it's saying.
PC players can optionally subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate or Game Pass PC to play Black Ops 6. Xbox app will access the Microsoft Store.
Right. Okay. So what that's
the Game
saying,
Pass PC version of Black Ops 6 cannot be played through Battle.net.
Right.
Subscriptions must be active in order to play.
So what that's saying is, if you want to get it through the Game Pass, because if you have the Game Pass, you can play that game for free. So if you buy it through Steam, you get everything. That's what I'm finding anyway. I'm not finding anything else. So I don't know. I don't know.
I suppose that could make sense.
Yeah.
With it being saying that it won't work through Battle.net.
Yeah.
So it's saying if you have a PC Ultimate Pass or Game Pass PC through the Xbox app, it'll work out.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it won't.
Yeah. So that's just for Game Pass players. So if you buy it on Steam, you should get everything with it. If you don't, let me know, because that's
either way, the sound shit's bullshit. But
yeah, I agree.
Whatever.
I agree.
There was a game coming out next year. That's so you know how we've been waiting on Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yes.
So a game that's very similar to like Grand Theft Auto and Sims is called Paradise, and it's supposed to be coming out like next year. This is like a game that I would say is something that could. It's not a first-person shooter, so it's not going to take over for COD. It's not going to be like a COD killer. But people who are waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6, I think this might take over for a game like that, because they've been working on this game for a while, and it's going to have supposedly the most densely populated and realistic city in gaming history. I don't know if that's going to be until Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out or just before it or whatever. But it's supposed to use.
It's called what?
Paradise.
Paradise.
Yeah, it's going to use Unreal Engine 5 and AI. But it's very similar to, Grand Theft Auto Sims or whatever. You can make friends, go on dates. You can go shopping, buy weapons. You can, and then just like Grand Theft Auto, you can get real estate or businesses and do missions. So
this whole thing sounds like a updated version of like Black Desert Online or Eve or something.
That.
It's a gigantic like Korean MMO. It's a gambling sim for the most part.
Okay.
On the outside of it is that you have certain buildings that you can buy. At a certain point, you run out of buildings, and then they go for a higher and higher price because they're no matter how big they want it to be, unless they continuously just expand their server and just add more things, you're going to have a finite amount of real estate that any player can buy.
So honestly,
Eve was like an online battle.
Eve is something different, but there is still a finite amount of space that you can really have and you can control. You can fight over whatever, but no, it's more like the Black Desert thing of all these people. Now, when you get that many people together in a single area, do we know if they're going to be sharding it onto like separate little instances, or is it going to be all? Honestly, like every single person is going to be able to just interact with every other person on one server.
It looks exactly like Grand Theft Auto to me, from what I'm seeing. I don't think that I'm sorry, like this is great that we have an alternative, right? Paradise could be an alternative. When does this come out, Kai?
2025. It doesn't have like an exact date yet.
I'll buy it because it looks cool and I love GTA and it could be a good alternate. I don't think any video game in the history of video games is gonna touch GTA 6. I think GTA 6
who knows
is
when that's coming out though. I mean, it was supposed to be.
No, you're right.
Quarter 4 of 2025,
you're right,
but there's the possible rumors of it being pushed to 2026. So if that rumor, they haven't confirmed it via Rockstar or whatever, but say it does happen.
GTA 6 will make more money than any game by a lot, I think, because people are still buying GTA 5, dude. People are still buying GTA 5. And
only because they've been banned.
The whole
need to buy a new one.
The whole RP thing is still so massive, and I heard they're building it into 6, so you can run your own servers.
I feel like this is going to be why people buy Grand Theft Auto to do that is because it's kind of like D&D, but it's like more of an updated time.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't have to like fill out the information form or whatever, and you can just literally do the action at that moment.
Yeah.
So Steam is saying that it's a single player game. That's what
Paradise?
Paradise?
Yeah, Paradise.
Okay.
Yeah.
It only has 2 tags right now. It says Steam achievements and single player. I've done no research on the whole thing. Now, if they're saying that it is going to be the most massive single player experience for a large city and things you can do, that I understand. But if you're talking about, 10s, 20, like up to like 50,000 people in a single area to do something, I don't think we have technology that supports that type of interaction with people.
No,
I don't think it'll be like
several
that, yeah.
several
I mean-
hundred is hard. 'Cause, like some of those big RP servers will run with like several hundred people in them, but the servers can't stay. They can't stay on for more than like 20 hours. They have to reset them like every 24 hours or 16 hours because it's so much.
Sea of
because
Thieves does server merges. They should do that.
Yeah, well, it's also a game that's at this point over 10 years old, right? It's like 15 years old almost, right? When did GTA 5 release? It was
Yes.
over 10 years ago for sure. I mean, probably closer to 12, 13 years ago. GTA 5 release.
I mean, I remember
2013.
So yeah, 11
So
years
11
ago.
years.
11 years ago. Seems like longer than that, but yeah, I mean, I GTA 6 is gonna fucking decimate all. I guarantee it. There's just no way it won't. It's Rockstar
If it ever
doesn't release
comes
bad
out,
shit.
Yeah.
It'll come out, dude.
And then Unreal Engine 6 is going to come out, and they're like, you know what? Let's release it on that instead.
I mean,
Maybe
see, you have to
No, no.
understand, we got you at over a 1 KD before we got GTA 6. All right, like
I mean,
there are a
it's
lot of
true.
other things in this
true.
world that have happened.
It's true.
We have had a world-ending pandemic before we got GTA 6.
Yeah, but I mean,
You got a woman to love you before GTA 6. Like there are so many things out there that we've achieved before this game has come out. I don't think it's going to come out.
GTA 4 was released in 08, so it was 5 years. Because 13, you said, right? So 5 years. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. They also released Red Dead 2 in that time. I mean, Rockstar releases good fucking games. That's what they fucking do. Name a fucking studio that has the fucking track record that Rockstar has. I don't think anybody has a fucking track record like Rockstar, right?
It depends on what you want to consider a success, because I can actually say Blizzard.
Okay, Blizzard. No, Blizzard. No, dude.
O-Dubs was a huge success, and then they went to O-Dub 2 and
Overwatch
forced
2?
it, and then they ruined it. But
the whole thing is that all of their original IPs, even now, still stand. Like World of Warcraft, as far as like a classic
that's an
and
old,
whatever it is,
people still play it.
that's 2004.
give you that.
StarCraft is still played at a competitive level. StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
Hearthstone is still played at a competitive level. Overwatch 2, they're finally getting their shit together. And again, they are doing so much better. And the reason that they're doing better is they have a new development team. They are tweaking things. We aren't having the same metas for months or years at a time, because if they think that something
they're afraid
doesn't
of
work,
Marvel rivals.
I mean,
It is.
if there was one,
Yeah.
I guess you are right. It would be Blizzard, because World of Warcraft revolutionized gaming like nobody had ever done before, right? I mean, that was crazy. But then again, Grand Theft Auto 3 revolutionized gaming like never before. I mean, 'cause Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 were over the top games. You know, they were cool
They
games.
were top down.
They were
top
top down. They were cute.
Bird's
I
eye. They
remember
they were cool.
throwing my motorcycle
But GTA
into
3
tanker
was
trucks.
fucking insane. Nobody could believe what it was when it came out. Like, it was fucking awesome. And they've upped the ante every time. GTA 4, you could argue that the driving was kind of shit in it, but the storyline was phenomenal. It was super
Where was
fucking
Vice
long.
City?
It was before San Andreas.
Yeah.
It was after 3, before San Andreas.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun
Because
with
it
Vice
was
City.
it was
but that's the only one I
3,
ever
Vice
played.
City,
Vice City was fun.
San Andreas, 4,
4.
then 5, and then now we got 6 coming, and 6 is going to be... The storylines have always been fucking really good in these games. So
There was
in
one
those
that I
games.
played on PSP. I can't remember which one it was, but that
But
was
probably-
like the first one where I completed the entire
they
game.
had like a special one on there,
Yeah.
I believe.
But that was the only one where my friends and I, my brother Racy, and then
Yeah.
our friend Brian, we all had a PSP, and we'd get on the bus in the morning, and we'd all just connect to each other, and we'd go in and pretty much play, like, in a sense, hide and seek in like a specific area.
In
and
Grand
go
Theft
find
Auto?
them. Yeah.
I know you could do that. That's awesome. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
pretty
old
sure Vice
PSP.
City was on PS2, so there was no. I mean, technically, you
Yeah,
could
it
hook it
was.
up to the
internet,
internet,
yeah.
but it's not like you did. 'Cause
Wait,
you
I
had to
did.
do-
I bought. You had to buy a modem that hooked in the back, and I used to play Madden. I used to play Madden with people on dial-up internet.
Oh, I never got the
Uh-huh.
original PS2. I got the PS2 Slims.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
they already had the port
The-
in the back of
yeah.
it, but there was just no real games to support it.
I
I tried
played-
buying several of them, and
I
they
played.
just,
I played a Royal Rumble on one of the WWE games online on
of course, you
dial-up,
did.
and I
The
used to
first-
play Madden all the time on it.
The
on
first
dial-up.
Call of Duty I ever played was on dial-up, and then
Yeah.
whenever the phone would ring, my heart would just drop. Be in the middle of the match, killing it, having a huge KD, and then the phone will ring. I'm like, don't answer that, and you just hear, hello? Fuck.
Fucker.
And your game just
the first one for me was going back to Blizzard. It was Warcraft 2.
Online?
And
dial-up?
it was Warcraft 2, the BattleNet edition.
On dial-up, though?
Oh, dude, it was fucking horrible. It was amazing, but it was horrible.
It's like Silk Road. You just come back and your character will be laying on the ground.
I ordered a modem, when I built my first computer. I ordered a brand new modem, right? 56K modem, right? It would connect at 58K.
Damn.
And if it connected at like 48 or like 52 or something, I would disconnect and reconnect it. It'd take like 10 fucking minutes, and you couldn't tell the difference. But I did it every time. I was like, fuck that. This one's better than that. I'm better. So I would take the 10 fucking minutes to disconnect it and then reconnect it. Yeah, it was so fucking stupid.
I don't know why I see you as being the one dude that hosted lobbies with a lag switch. Just sitting there, controller in hand, and then all of a sudden just lag out for a few seconds so you can get the headshots.
I'm not a cheater, bro. I've never been a cheater. I'm not a cheater.
You're not technically cheating. You're just being a piece of shit.
That's cheating. Yeah. That's cheating in my
opinion. It's exploiting. It's not cheating. There is a difference. There is a difference. I've actually had a lot of conversations with people between exploits and cheating. And an exploit is if it is in game and you are just using a mechanic that they haven't fixed and they haven't cared to fix, that's on them.
If you go to a casino and take a die and you've learned how to roll it perfectly to hit 7 every single time, the way you set it in your hand and throw it every single time, is that legal?
That's how you get taken into a fucking alley.
And a bottom room in the back of the
casino. And here's the thing, and it's up to the casino if they want to change those dies out, or if they want to change whoever is there.
Cards isn't illegal, but they'll fucking kick you the fuck out pretty quick.
That's true.
Once they catch you, they will. But as long as you're doing it in your head, I mean, if you're really good at something, you're really good at something. Apparently, Adin Ross is really good at getting people banned
on Twitch. Where he's banned.
I mean, he has a name. Yeah. Well, I mean, deserved, I'd say.
No,
I might be a little biased.
I don't think so.
I might be a little biased.
I think they're gonna lift his ban.
I doubt it.
His ban?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
So
I'm talking about her ban. That's what I was talking about.
So who is Frogan? I've never heard of Frogan.
I hadn't either until I found out about this ban. So Frogan is just I don't know exactly what she streams. Everything I've seen is just in chats.
Pause real quick. Were you saying that this person was banned for a good reason, or Adin Ross was?
Adin Ross.
I agree with you, Kyle.
I was saying Frogan was.
When I said I didn't agree with you, I did not mean that, because I know what she said. So yeah, but I don't agree with why Adin Ross was banned. But anyway, going.
Yeah, I don't. Someone said that when I read it, she goes off on the U.S. military saying that they all deserve PTSD.
I heard about
healthcare.
Yes,
someone said that she said they deserve to die, but I didn't see anything. She
did say that.
She said they all deserve to die.
Yeah, they've cleaned that off the internet basically.
Oh, okay.
Because now of fear that like people will kill her.
Oh, okay. Well,
so yeah,
they did say that.
I did hear it.
She said
Twitter.
Those who said that they did wrong are okay in her book. So if you were in the military and you like pretty much bow down to her and say what you did was completely wrong, then you're okay. But then they also had another thing where she had a goal tier list, and if they reached $6,250 for that goal, that part of the list, they would make twin towers out of stacked cake and then a plane and recreate 9/11. And I was like, what are we doing here? Yeah.
So I've noticed a lot more jokes about 9/11.
I also
think it's because
don't think that was a permanent ban.
I don't know. I don't know if it was or wasn't. I don't know. I just know she was banned. That's all I know. I don't know if it was permanent or not.
Go ahead, Zeus. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Oh, no. You're good. It's just that. So that whole thing, never forget, right? Like, we still don't really crack jokes about D-Day, and like, yes, it's in bad taste, but yes, people crack Holocaust jokes, and then people do crack jokes about 9/11. But it has become so much more of a mainstream thing to crack jokes about 9/11 now. It's weird
because the people who weren't alive when it happened are the ones that are now out and making.
I understand that. So basically, if you are 23 years old, you've only or younger, you only know of 9/11 through a history book.
Well, that's right. Like my kids, right? They're 20 and 18 years old, right?
Right.
They think of 9/11 like we think of World War II. You know, like
right.
It's crazy. It's fucking insane to me. Like they think of it like it happened a long time ago. Like it's not like we
They
were
never
Um,
never
still
happened in their life. So,
we were
yeah,
still
So-
technically fighting that war till 2 years ago when we left all of those toys for them to have
So
in
Cece,
Iraq and
to-
shit,
to-
in Afghanistan.
to that
but-
point,
yeah,
from the time that we were born, because I was born in 85,
yeah,
World War II was roughly 40 years prior, 9/11, and we are now at a point where we are 40 years later.
then
Yeah.
what, then 40 years later, then what?
I'm gonna about to be 40, right? So technically, the time span
Right.
that I've been alive was the same time span as World War II and me being born.
Yeah, but 9/11 happened 23 years ago.
Right. I understand
Like
that
almost
happened
23 years ago exactly, like 23 years.
But the
before
Vietnam
9/11.
War didn't, and like we
Right,
go into
right.
all of those things, and those
Well,
are
see,
things that we learned in history
I
books.
didn't
and-
I didn't think of the Vietnam War as being a long time ago because I had like uncles and my grandpa was in it. My dad joined the military at the end of it. So I didn't think of the Vietnam War as being like well, but like World War II was a long time ago. What was that 1954 it was over, right?
1943.
Was it 43? I thought it was 50.
I think it was
whatever
1943.
year it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. But I'm not seeing anything
Wasn't that long
about
ago. Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything about her Twitch ban, how long it is. But if that bitch was like, I still to this day cannot watch movies about 9/11. I can't fucking do it. I just can't.
By the way, can we get a petition out there to get Twitch to stop calling it a ban? It's not a fucking ban if you lift it. It's a suspension.
right.
A ban
we
is a
talked about
ban.
that.
A suspension
luck.
is a suspension. Okay,
Now-
if you ban somebody, fucking
banned,
ban
yeah.
them. They're gone. If you
Sneako-
plan on bringing them back, sorry, I'm real pissed
Suspension.
about that. whole
Nico
thing.
was said to be banned, like actually permanently banned
Yeah.
on Twitch.
Yeah.
But he's also banned on YouTube and Kick as well. I don't know what that was for. I didn't hear.
He says
exactly what
fucking
happened
wild
with him.
shit all the time.
But yeah, I think it's because he says a lot of controversial shit. So
He does that
That-
shit on purpose
there's
to stay
something
relevant.
I'm sure controversial that eventually they were just like, fuck it, get out of here or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. But if he goes to like Rumble or something, I'm sure that they'll allow him to say whatever.
This-
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not like I said, I'm not seeing how far she gets a 30-day. She got a 30-day Twitch ban.
So do you
Hmm.
know the worst part about the bans for the people that end up getting them and why it hurts them so much, even though they can come back and do whatever?
Why?
For the time period that you're banned, if you have anyone that has an auto subscription, it does not allow it to auto subscribe and it ends it. So if you have those like 5, 10, 300, 12,000, whatever, that are always on auto subscribe, it will stop if their subscription type is at the same time as your ban.
Yeah, but so like okay, so I get that, right? And you are right about that. But I think that like if you get a 90-day ban on Twitch, 9 times out of 10 if you're a big enough name, everybody that fucking watched you before plus people are going to come talking shit to you but you should be banned. Like your first streams back are going to be massive, right? People are gonna resub anyway. I mean,
Maybe.
I don't think that's
Yeah, but you're
that's much
not
of a-
going to have all of those automatic things. Like it might be a cool first time back, but
Well, that's not true because every sub is an automatic sub, right? If you subbed somebody, it's an automatic sub.
not if you use
Right.
a Prime or
Well, yeah,
you
not if you use
actually
a
go in
Prime.
there and
If
you
you
go
go
in
in-
there and actually say, like, whenever I sub to people, you and 2 other people are the only people that I have a reoccurring sub to.
Yeah,
Everything else, I go in and specifically say
but
all
you
of my
have,
subs are one-time subs.
but you have don't you have to go in after you sub and change that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you do. I do. I can't choose to
Oh.
like if I go sub. Let's say I go sub to, oh shit, I gotta mute this before it starts. Before Kai fucking freaks out.
There it goes. Here we go.
There it goes.
If I go sub to Nick Merckx right now, I drop a sub to Nick Merckx. It will automatically
You have to
sub
go to your-
every month. I have to go to
Yeah, and you have to go to your
subscriptions.
subscriptions,
Yeah.
cancel it, and then
So every
let it run
time
out. Yeah.
but the gifted subs also are not automatic either. So like if you get a
Right.
gifted sub, it's not automatic either.
man,
So,
wouldn't that be fucked up? You get a gifted sub, and
yeah,
all
and
of
you
a
gotta
sudden you're just
fucking pay
subbed to
for it,
sub-
right?
Fuck.
right.
I'd sub so many gifts to random people. Here you guys go.
Right, no
I
shit.
would get every single gifted sub. I would make sure it went to CC. Every single
Hey,
time.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No,
my
no,
check, my
not-
checking,
I wouldn't
my
be
checking
gifting
account.
your
Thanks
channel.
you. No, I get you.
No,
I
no,
get you.
I wouldn't. Oh,
I
okay,
get
okay,
you. I
okay.
get you. Yeah, I get you.
Okay.
Thanks.
There's also you guys know who Anthony Mackie is? He plays the Falcon,
Sounds
becomes
familiar.
like Captain America.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I hate to say it, but the black dude, right?
We can go that way. We can say Captain America's like sidekick who becomes Captain America.
It's the thing is, I really like the characters that he plays in other things. I
He's
had
really
no
good.
idea who his name was.
Yeah, I
But
love him.
like, but yeah, it's I'm racist, whatever. It's the very.
He's like, I'm racist, whatever. It's cool.
The first step is admitting it. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
He's
bringing it back, guys. He's bringing it back.
100%. I am racist to the point of humor, not to the point of insulting people and wishing death upon whatever. It is only about humor.
Still not cool,
and
I'm insulted.
I can take it as well as people can dish it. And if someone says, hey, that hurts my feelings, all right, fine. I won't say it anymore. But
Jesus Christ.
to me, and I mean, Kai, I know you're the same way. There is humor in everything. And it can be dark humor.
Don't try and get me in trouble.
Yeah,
Too
don't
late.
try to
You're
call.
a part of
Don't
this.
try to call
drag me
Kai a
into this.
racist. Jesus.
But
He's not racist. He hates everybody
he's in a movie
equally.
that comes out on November 8th. It's going to be only in theaters. It looks actually awesome. So it's a survival movie where it shows him like he has to get medicine for his son, I believe, and the only place that has it is like this hospital that's near them. But what happens is like these, of course, like every other movie, aliens invade Earth, right? But for some reason, they can't go above 8,000 feet. They don't know what it is or anything.
Aliens can't?
The aliens can't. Yep.
Okay.
And they don't know how to kill them. They don't know how to kill the aliens. Obviously, no one's ever been able to get one to study it to figure out what their weak spots are or anything like that. So the monsters seem to be
This
like
reminds me of Mars
invincible.
Attacks. Okay, we'll go on.
I mean, I don't know that movie if I'm being honest, but
fucking great movie.
So
it's called-
stupid. It's great.
it's called Elevation because
Okay.
obviously 8,000
When
feet
does this
and
come
above
out?
you're safe. I just said it, November 8th.
November
only
8th,
Dude,
okay.
fucking listen.
Hey man, I can't help it. All right, you know, sometimes I gotta ask some questions. It's okay. It's all right.
Last thing on the list is the Minecraft updates. So I know we talked about like the gray areas, the biome, and all that good stuff.
Yep.
So some things that came out with like the 1.71 update is some things that people have been trying to get for a long time. So one thing is bundles. They finally came out with bundles.
Hold on.
Which is-
1.71?
1.17, 1.17.
It should be something like 1.22.
I don't know. Google it. I don't know. Okay. Let me go back and reopen the video I watched. So they came out with bundles, which is, I wish they would have had it when I was playing. Basically, especially since I love to go down and start mining back when you'd go down to like 11 and find all the diamonds.
Yeah.
So bundles is basically like this bag that you can put in your inventory, and then you can drag up to 64 blocks basically into the bag, or 64 smaller items.
Okay,
And-
so they're basically just taking some of the Minecraft mods and actually making them part of the game then.
It seems like that, yeah.
Because there's like the backpack mods and whatever else for Minecraft. I mean, we've been doing the same thing that they're doing for years, but
As a mod.
But yeah, as the mod. So having base game, that is one of those things. Just like I wish they would implement the teleporting stones as base game so that you can move around the map a little bit easier.
So this one, the Ender Pearl, right? When you know when you throw an Ender Pearl, sometimes it would just disappear because it would land in like a non-loaded zone.
Correct.
So now the Ender Pearls will cause zones to load before it hits the ground or anything, so you can teleport. But it'll also make sure that if there is an Ender Pearl there, the zone loads. So you can make those like gravity wells with water, basically, and throw an Ender Pearl in it, and it'll pop up and it'll make sure that zone stays loaded. So say you have like a zombie mining kind of area where you're trying to mine XP. You can leave that Ender Pearl in that area, and it'll keep it running the whole time you're playing the game.
So it doesn't have to be in spawn anymore. That'll be nice.
Right, exactly.
That was actually a speed running technique that they would do, where they would turn their not the field of view, but their render distance way down, throw an Ender Pearl so it wouldn't load, and then they'd run the other direction, do whatever they need to, and then have another person or something then walk one block over to load that chunk, and then they would just teleport back instantly from like 8, 15, 20,000 blocks away. So
they can't. I guess they can't do that anymore. That's a new one.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
When you would in survival mode, this is only affected in survival mode. When you would jump down onto some slime blocks, if you crouch so that way you wouldn't keep bouncing, you would take damage. But now they've gotten rid of that.
Okay.
So you don't take damage anymore. They have baby squids and glow squids. So they'll actually pop out a little baby squid. I actually watched one be born. It just pops out. But
So does that mean that you'll actually be able to breed them? Like, do
it
we know
seems
what
like
they
it.
eat yet?
No, I don't know. When I saw him do it, it looked like he hit the squid and then it popped out a baby. And I don't know if that's like him pushing on the belly or what happens, but he just smacked it and it was like bloop. So instead of like putting out the ink or whatever, it was just like baby squid. I was like,
Alright.
well, I guess that's cool. I guess you can put in baby squids, like you can make an aquarium inside your house and baby squids. I'm sure they grow up over time.
I wonder if you can like name tag them or keep them from growing just to keep the things.
That'd be
Because
sweet. Yeah, that'd be
Right.
nice. It's nice to have like different size, like when you get the fish or whatever, you keep different sized fish, different color fish inside of like a little fish tank.
yeah, and then they always get stuck in that one block up on the top where that has running water you can never fix.
Yeah.
CC has no idea what we're talking about. That's why
He has
he's
no idea.
I do.
quiet
I
over
do.
the lens.
I played.
Not like we
I
did.
actually got accepted to a server last night for Minecraft, so I'll be probably playing that tonight.
I thought about loading it up, but I don't know. The redstone torches now
Nerds.
have like a completely different look. So normally it was just like instead of being orange pixels, it was red pixels on the torch for redstone. But now it's like it actually looks like it's a glowing red torch.
Oh,
Does
nice.
it
It looks
give off
pretty
an
sweet.
actual light level now, or
It looks
do we
like
not?
it, yeah.
Okay,
Like it's kind of
cool.
like it's almost like those clear plastic Legos.
Mhm.
That's kind of what it looks like on top of a torch.
Okay.
Basically, so it looks like a redstone.
That'd be kind of cool to walk around with those instead of using the coal, using redstone torches to light all your.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Be nice.
I don't know
And
if it gives off the
then,
same amount of light though, or if
Probably
it gives off.
And then,
Yeah.
as far as the wolves go, we've all been asking for this forever. That anything that
Mhm.
is meat should be able to be used for, for the wolf foods, not just, bone or. I think you could use like cow or pig, and I think that was kind of it, right?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember.
Well, they're saying it's fish meat now, so I don't know if it's any meat, but at least fish meat. So instead
I'm
of
down
just-
for it. I'm here for it. I like these changes. Minecraft's another one. They've never really disappointed. They've had some like really shitty snapshots, but at least they listened to the community. The only thing that was really trash is when Microsoft took over and it forced you to make the Microsoft account to
Yeah, it
still
was
play.
stupid.
But outside of that, I don't think Minecraft or Mojang has ever really done anything bad. I don't know if they have any other operations because I've never looked them up really. But
I don't think so.
good on you, Mojang. I appreciate you.
Mojang, it's Microsoft
You're-
now.
Whatever. The thing is, they're still not like overcharging for things. They're still doing live updates. They're still doing all of this stuff. And yeah, they're making a bunch of money. They did come out with like Minecraft Dungeons, and there was one other one. I didn't really care for them, but they looked kind of fun.
I bought Dungeons and never played it. I thought I bought it on PC when I bought it on the Xbox app or something like that. I thought I bought it for PC, but apparently it wasn't available on PC, so I bought it for my Xbox and it started installing on my Xbox. Never played it.
Yeah, there might be some way to transfer over now. They've been pretty good about allowing you to.
I don't think I'm
Do
ever
this.
going to play. I think that's kind of faded for me, but
Yeah.
because I was only going to play it because my friends were playing it. Like, this is awesome, come play. So I was going to, but now it's faded. They don't play it anymore, and I don't think I'm going to hop on. I'll play Minecraft, not Dungeons.
All right.
You know.
All right. Before we do the outro, Kai, is there anything else that we missed? Is there any one more thing?
I'm not seeing it. I don't. Not this time. I don't think.
Dude, we fucking killed it today. I gotta, everybody pat yourself on the back. That was a show. It was a good show.
It was a show. Every single episode's a show.
But it was a fucking good show.
Oh, okay.
Fucking
All right.
good show.
I mean, calm down a little bit,
Thanks for joining us on the Unqualified Gamers podcast. You can catch us on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, Apple, Facebook, and Patreon.
If you
that's
can
it, right?
again.
And
I think
we're
iHeart.
available
I
on
mean,
all
we're pretty much on
platforms.
every podcast.
On
Okay,
all
well,
platforms.
iHeart isn't on the list. I'm sorry, I'm reading straight.
If you
from this.
if you just listen on YouTube, go on your phone on Spotify and Apple and give us a follow, please. We would appreciate it.
Stop
Rumble.
begging people. It's not becoming of you.
Yeah.
It's becoming.
But yeah, if there is anything you want us to talk about, make sure to leave it in the comments. Give the video a like. And if you didn't like it, tell us why. We're always trying to make these things better. I guess we'll catch you guys next week.
I will say, I believe like most of the views that we're getting are from non-subs. So I mean, if you're continuously coming back and
Sub
watching
sub up.
why not sub? Why not?
It doesn't cost you
anything.
anything, and it helps us out a ton. So
Yeah.
have yourselves a good night.